thank you. We're so sorry we couldn't come together last night, K through 4, but I think it was a good decision in the end. Some of you may know we had 2 buses that went off the road. That caused a little bit of confusion in the office. And BJ and I were pretty busy, probably till after 5 o'clock last night. Luckily, no one hurt. They were just buses that slid off. Those of you that travel Skyline Drive and Downer Hill, you know exactly why. Some of these back roads are crazy. So because we actually had scheduled the K-8 concert for Friday night, we announced these dates in September, so we were pretty sure we were safe in scheduling them way in advance. But you know, we've had mild winters for so many years that I think people thought we never used that snow date. So they went ahead and scheduled things like basketball games, fundraising events, and of course, family trips. So after I announced that we were using the snow day, we were inundated with calls saying, please, my daughter, my son, they want to perform in K through 4 and they can't be there Friday night. So we're doing something that we've not done before, that's put K through 8 together. And we've condensed the concert. We think we can get through it. My new music teacher tells me an hour. I think he's pretty optimistic. I have some land I'd like to sell it, maybe in Dade County, Florida. But we'll try. We're shooting for an hour. The kids are excited. They've done a nice job preparing. Some kids are not here tonight because they thought it was going to be Friday night and they had other obligations. We understand that. So not everybody's here tonight, that's fine. Some folks have said because they thought it wasn't going to be tonight, they have obligations, meetings and things. I know the concert etiquette is that you stay for the whole thing. We need to be flexible too. So if you need to take your child and go home, that's fine, just don't take them off the stage. I want to make sure they perform first. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Mimi Oakman. I am the Mimi of the school. That is the best job in the whole wide world. I'm sure grades 5 through 8 might not agree with that. And by the way, they never call me Mimi, but they can. You could if you wanted to. But I am the Mimi. Am I your Mimi? Yes, I am. And the angels are going to be singing to you first today. So without further ado, you should all have a program. I am going to be turning the lights on and off. So when the lights are off, we'd like you just as quiet as you can be. That means we're getting ready to perform, then the lights will go on. Do you think we can? Okay, he says we can keep the lights off. Boys and girls, just be careful when you're going on the risers that you watch that you're stepping up so you don't trip. I trust our music teacher. His name is Mr. Zachary Shambo. He's coming to us from Castleton University. He has spunk. He has energy. He is definitely young. How old are you? Can I ask that question?
I am old enough to be a teacher.
Yeah. Listen, I've got kitty cats older than him, but that's not a problem. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce our music teacher, Mr. Zachary Shambo.
I want to make something clear. I am Mr. Shambo, not Mimi Shambo. Hey, Weathersfield. Oh, let's try that again. Hey, Weathersfield. Who's ready for a concert? Well, as Mimi Oakman just stated, Mother Nature has not been very kind to us this winter. But even though she has not been very kind, I still have all the confidence in the world that we're going to have an awesome show. To kick off our winter concert, we're going to have the wonderful kindergarten. So can I have Mrs. Powers' class come on down? this is a concert, I figured we'd get a little fancy with some lights. All right. So, our wonderful kindergarten tonight is going to sing 2 songs for you folks. The first one is called Los Colores. It is a Spanish song about colors. And then the second song is called Counting to 10. And they have a very special way that they want to show you how we do that. But first, Los Colores. I have to first make sure my piano is working, so give me a second. Yes, it works? And now counting to 10. So kindergarten, what are we showing everybody tonight? Oh, that's right, we're showing some counting fingers. Let's see them. What an awesome job, kindergarten. Now, I would like to bring on down the first graders. Mrs. French's class and Mrs. Fuller's class. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, with the first graders, I've been working on a little bit of movement. So they're going to perform 2 songs for you. I have a car, and a sailor went to sea. Now, to start with I have a car, I did a little creativeness, if you will. I let the students make some hand gestures for certain car sounds. So we're gonna sing this song 3 different ways. The first time, we're gonna have Mrs. French's class sing it. Second time, Mrs. Fuller's class sing it. And then, I want you all to see what together they have put together. All right, we're ready. Gotta get the duders out. It's okay. You ready? Let me see these smiles. Ready? So Mrs. French's class. 1, 2, ready, sing.
I have a car, it's made of tin. Nobody knows what shape it's in. It has 4 wheels and a rumble seat. Hear us chugging down the street. Honk, honk, rattle, 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 crash, beep, beep. Honk, honk, rattle, 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 crash, beep, beep. Honk, honk, rattle, 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 crash, beep, beep. Honk, 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 honk.
All right. Now, I'm just going to give the audience just a quick heads up. We're going to get a little silly with this song. And I did promise the first grade that I would do the same movements they're doing tonight in front of everybody to make me also be as silly as them. So just be aware.
Wash
Unbelievable. All right, next up is our second grade. Second grade, come on down. All right, so our second grade is going on a little adventure. We're going to 2 locations tonight. The first one, we don't have to travel very far. We get to stay right where we are. Because the very first song they're singing is These Green Hills, which is our state song. And then the second song, well, I'll explain it when we get there.
These green hills and silver waters are my home. They belong to me and to all of our sons and daughters. May they be strong and forever green. Blessed to protect and
So, our next adventure, we are actually traveling quite far away for this one. We're going all the way to Ghana. Yeah, all the way to Ghana. This is an African chant. And it's a call and response chant. It's called KK Kule. Say that. Good, because you're going to be doing this soon. So we're going to do this 2 different ways. The first way, I'm going to be the African leader with my drum. And then I'm going to have the second graders respond. But then, I'm going to have the second graders lead and the entire audience respond. So audience, please listen carefully. Let's see if we can do this.
Longa.
Good job, second grade. All right, up next we have third grade. Now, with the way that I do music, is third grade is when I start teaching a certain instrument that I know everybody loves, the recorder. The very first song that we learned on recorders is called Hot Cross Buns. I'm pretty sure everybody knows about it. Now, the way I do recorders, it's called recorder karate. So, depending on what song they are able to play, they earn a type of belt. So tonight, for your pleasure, they are going to try to earn their very first belt by doing Hot Cross Buns. Beautiful, right? I see a lot of white belts going on some recorders on Monday when we get back from vacation. Good job, third grade. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is our fourth grade. Fourth grade, come on now. All right, so with fourth grade, I have started doing something a little outside my comfort zone. But with fourth grade, I had them start doing some rapping. So, as we learned this song, I also had them create their own raps. Which unfortunately they didn't want to perform tonight, and I don't know why, because they were awesome. But tonight, they are going to perform the healthy snack attack rap. So, what happened? What happened is the original song, Snack Attack, had a lot of junk food, so I did some modifications and put a little Vermont in there. So listen to see if you can hear that. One, two, ready, go.
Home from school, feeling beat. Got to find some food to eat. Check the fridge, closet too. Any food will do. We're having a snack. Snack, snack attack. Apples, bananas, it's a fact. A snack, snack, snack attack. Gotta get our bodies back on track. Blueberries, strawberries, small amount of Ben and Jerry's. It's alright to take a bite of everything in sight. We're having a snack, snack, snack attack. Apples, bananas, it's a fact. A snack, snack, snack attack. Gotta get our bodies back on track. I know that I should. Energy bars are looking good. Some granola and oats too. Water will also do. We're having a snack, snack, snack attack. Apples, bananas, it's a fact. A snack, snack, snack attack. Gotta get our bodies back on track. One last thing before we go. One last thing we'd like to know. If good food as good can be, why does it cost so much money? We're having a snack, snack, snack attack. Apples, bananas, it's a fact. A snack, snack, snack attack. Gotta get our bodies back on track.
All right, good job, 4th grade. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask for just a few patience because we have to make quite the transition here. So, for those of you who are not in band, I want you to go back to your seats, please. And for those of you who are in band, turn around and get your instruments together. Alright, so as they're setting up, so we started band, I think in about, I want to say October-ish. And these students have done an amazing job. So, because they were doing such an amazing job, I was usually going to wait till the second concert to have them play. But I thought that they were just too good to not play tonight. So tonight, they are going to be performing Cardiff by the Sea. Sorry, they keep reminding that they have a name. So, just for fun, I decided that I wanted every performing group that's not regular music class to come up with their own names. Now, I didn't realize how scary that could be. So, here we have Bagels and Cream Cheese. Wait, let's just get a quick warm up now. Make sure everything's working. One, we're good, we're good. So as fourth grade is packing up, our next song is called the Taco Bell Canon. I have no idea why they're doing this. But just to give a little insight of what's going to happen, I want you to raise your hand if you've ever heard of the name Johann Pachelbel. All right. Now, let me ask this. Raise your hand if you've ever heard of Pachelbel's Canon. It's very popular around Christmas time. Okay, so this is a little twist on that, but it's called the Taco Bell Canon. This canon is built with three parts. We start with a bass part, which is going to start in this area. And then we're going to add on another part coming from that area. And then another part in this area. So, this may be silly to the audience, but the 5th and 6th graders know what I'm talking about when I say this. I want all of my guacamoles in this area, please. And then can I have all of my taco salads over here, please? Alright, so I'm going to have my guacamole scooch a little bit more, and my taco salad scooch a little bit more, because we got to make room for the 6th grade with the melody. Come on up. Good job. All right. So now what I'm going to do is all 5th graders who are not in chorus, I want you to go back to your seats, please. 5th graders who are not in chorus. And now 6th graders who are not in chorus, go back to your seat, please. Okay, so 5th graders. I would now like to invite up the 7th and 8th graders who are in chorus. Come on down. The chorus tonight will be performing a song that I think everybody might know. It's called Let It Be. I keep forgetting these names. The chorus, also known as the Singing Cats. So those who are in the 5th and 6th grade band, turn around and go to your seats. Everybody else, please go back to your seats. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the most transition we have to do because we have to rearrange this whole setup so we can get all the 5th and 6th grade band up to the stage. As I said, that was going to be the longest transition.